Alright, present me, ladies.
All right.
Get it, Neil.
So, first off, they have the same favorite books as you.
Oh yeah.
The same favorite books.
I don't read a lot of
Second off, they own real dinosaurs.
dinosaurs.
All right, so this is your date. This person will never get sick while you date them. Ever get sick.
Oh.
Great health. And won the Medal of Honor. It's a war hero.
Not bad, not bad. All right. Here's something that's great. Here, I'll start with this. They can multiply themselves. Now, okay, that's pretty cool in itself, but also, it's a dog. The best thing. You got so many dogs. It's like, oh, it's a puppy. Oh, I got a puppy. Oh, it's another puppy. Oh, it's like infinite dogs.
I don't want to take care of it whenever it shits,
I
though.
can't decide which one's best.
I mean, if it can multiply itself, it's probably smart enough to use the toilet.
No,
No, if it multiplies itself, it's just gonna multiply in feces.
All right. Your date is a professional football player. Look at those muscles.
Oh, just totally trained to football.
Yeah. And loves you unconditionally. How perfect is that? How perfect is that?
Perfect. Well, let's see what the red flag is. Maybe it might not be so perfect.
All right. Well, first off, they keep talking about their quote, hot cousin.
So bad.
Okay, so that might be a problem, but if you date Austin's date, they always are bragging about their past sexual conquests.
If they have
For
a,
dogs?
I mean, they're a dog. Yeah. Yeah. It's a dog. What do you expect? They hump everything. All right. Okay, Jack. Yours is a professional football player. Loves you unconditionally. But it brings the ex to the first date.
Oh, fuck, dude. That's impossible. Okay.
Hot mess.
Wow. Pretty interesting person. Probably educated, but is a zombie.
Well, let me start by saying, just because they're a zombie doesn't make it bad. In tons of folklore tales, zombies aren't necessarily the rotting, slow-walking zombies that we see in pop culture. You know, you got, for example, you could call vampires a form of high zombie, and people really like vampires. And they own real dinosaurs! Real dinosaurs!
So this person, they never get sick when you date them. They won a Medal of Honor. People can talk about their family all they want. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, they're
That's all I gotta say about that. Yeah, I mean, just
Dude.
because it says hot cousin, it doesn't mean anything. It's like, oh, my cousin's hot, my cousin's attractive. They are aware that they have attractive relatives. Yeah, and the person is well trained in the military that won the Medal of Honor. They don't give that to civilians. So this person is well trained to love you and will never get sick on you.
It's literally a dog. Just a dog that has sex with all the other dogs. Because it can multiply. Dude, you know how many other dogs are gonna start multiplying? That's pretty sick.
You know what else is gonna start multiplying?
The poop, but how do you know that this dog doesn't know how to poop?
Because they're dogs. They don't poop correctly.
I mean, the dog can talk, presumably.
Yeah, the dog can, it brags, so I mean, it's obviously smart enough to use the toilet. So what I gotta say, the dog can use the toilet, it can shit right, it just talks about how much it has sex with other pooches.
Yeah.
The pooch next door, or the cat next door.
This professional football player loves you unconditionally, and so bringing the ex to the first date, yes, it does affect you just a tiny bit. Whatever, it's weird. Goodbye, that's mine.
All right, Graham.
Make your decision.
I think out of all, I think Scott's is closest to reality, probably.
So you want mine?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah!
Are you kidding me? Mine's just a dog.
All right, as the very first person, I just want you to know, Neil, hey, you like models, why not? And a model also gives great massages. Interpret that however you want.
Doesn't seem like part of a model's job.
Doesn't mean they can't give good massages. It's a skill.
It's a hobby.
Astronaut?
Ooh.
Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run desert you.
Okay, that's pretty good. But Neil, you know how you're reliable? Boom, they're reliable. They also live off the grid.
Owns a what do you call it? Owns every man on the planet. And is a
That's just
porn
the same
star. So
Wow. Oh, that's a red flag again?
Wait, what? They own a what?
Mine volunteers for NASA. And same favorite movies.
Ooh. That is
no.
Same
big.
favorite
Oh,
anime,
no.
same favorite film.
Same favorite movies.
No,
okay.
just
Just
Movie.
movies, not.
Thought.
Sorry, anime is not a movie unless it's an anime movie.
Yeah.
Studio
All right, now
All
let's
right.
get our red flags.
Okay, so this person might be an astronaut and sing's never gonna give you up, but it is a vampire. Not the sexy kind.
Nosferatu kind.
This person may be reliable and lives off the grid, but if they get wet, they melt.
That's why they live off the grid. Because
It all makes sense.
they have to stay away from
all right.
society. All right, Jack. All right.
Nice.
So they. I mean, it's you kind of just shot your own foot, didn't you? They
No, how
own,
could it get worse?
owns all the men and is a porn star. You'll love those.
Why are they
Neil.
going on a first date with me if they technically own me then?
I mean, they also collect all human skulls, saying they're practically free.
They're basically. They're
Sorry, what's a red
basically-
flag in this?
Massage.
so lovable and volunteers for NASA, but is your clone.
That would explain.
Same movie.
Neil, would you date yourself?
Models and great massages, but they throw up every time they see it in your face. They see your face.
So just like every other girl.
All right, so now I have to say, it's like, hey, it may throw up every time she sees your face, but what if she blinds herself for you?
Oh.
She's a model. She gives great massages. You don't need to see to give a great massage. You don't need to see to be a great model. There you go.
That's a little.
She blinds herself and she doesn't
Touching
want to see your
his leg.
face.
Personally, I don't see this as a downside because if it's like an Ekimara or like one of the spooky-looking vampires, isn't like a person. You've got yourself a personal like attack dog, basically.
And that's also really good for making your own films. So I'm actually agreeing with them. Yeah,
And
that was
also
pretty
goes to space on the
good.
regular.
You're not gonna. You don't have to worry about having sex with this person, you know. So you just
God damn it.
sleep in different rooms. Perfect. You know,
You're really
you
selling it.
wanted to sleep in different beds, so now you don't have to worry about it. Like you won't have to. They won't melt on you because you're not gonna be next to them. They're reliable, Neil. So you don't. If you need help with making movies,
What about
they
when
know
they
exactly how to do it.
sweat?
They don't. That's why they'll melt because they're like dust.
There's a difference between being sweaty and being wet.
Okay, collecting human skulls is not socially acceptable, but
Neither is owning
it's
everyone.
illegal.
But
As you
it's-
put your blue white cards down.
but they are practically free, and the law is the law, I
But no, yeah,
guess.
it's probably just the worst
But
one.
laws always change. And a porn star, sexually advanced.
Wow.
That's
Leveled up their sexual IQ.
they know what they're doing. They know how to handle you.
Their sex IP is on point.
And they own all men, so
So I kind of don't have a choice.
yeah.
Oh, that's a rant.
Neil, I mean, this is you. Same favorite movies is you, your clone, but the only bonus is that you volunteer for NASA.
That just make me feel like the inferior one though.
Like, come on,
Because they're making something of themselves.
All
Who
right,
knows
now.
a date more than you?
You know what? Just for the self burn, yeah, this one like that's already the norm.
Oh, you wanted this?
Yeah, it's already the norm.
Shazam. There's 2 points
Yikes.
for Scott.
Oh, Bob Booty Boopy. Oh! I got the best one for you, Scott.
So they own a time machine, which would be epic. And they also live on 100 beachfront acres, which is also epic.
Oh, wow.
They're a perfect communicator, so you don't have to worry about, getting misunderstood during the relationship. And also, because they're a perfect communicator, they're a famous rapper.
That segue pretty well.
So Scott, I know you like rapping, so
Courteous
Everything.
and believes you are the most attractive person they've ever seen.
What was the first one?
Courteous. Very
Oh.
courteous, thanks to you.
All right, well, this person all bonuses, all pluses. They're a famous artist, and is a millionaire.
Whoa.
They never fart.
That's not.
That's not physically positive. Just kidding.
Secondly,
gotta
Scott,
fart.
they volunteer with elderly people. Come on, old man Ramp. You know that that's going to be helpful in the future.
That they write erotic Lassie fan fictions.
That is perfect.
They
Yeehaw.
rap about.
Yeah, they're famous for it.
All right.
Well,
All right, they're courteous, Scott. They believe you're the most attractive, but they only talk about themselves. Literally, the only thing they talk about is themselves.
Millionaire and famous artist, but steals locks of your hair.
okay.
Oh,
In a loving
Not a
way.
problem now. They open mouth kiss their pets.
gross. Get it
And
out.
finally, they might have a time machine. They might be well established, but they're the person that you hated most in high school, and they literally haven't changed.
If they have a time machine, if you are dating them, technically you have a time machine. So you can go back in time and kill them, and then you have the time machine in the beachfront property.
Or
Doesn't matter.
Or-
if you go back in time, then you kill them, then they won't be in high school. Then technically
wanna-
they won't have changed.
they're the perfect communicators, so it's an easy relationship, and they rap pretty good. What's wrong with erotic Lassie fanfiction? Don't judge this person's kinks. No, don't judge kink. No kink shaming. I don't see nothing wrong. This is just a normal person you find on Tinder.
This is a bit confusing because they literally talk about themselves all the time, but they're courteous. So, I mean, if they're courteous, then what does it matter if they talk about themselves all the time? Wait, literally only talks about themselves. So, I mean, you respect your space maybe in ways that doesn't need talking, but is always, but is without talking, just, I don't know.
Okay.
Doing stuff for you, and they believe you're the most attractive person. So,
All right, just think about this for a minute. Millionaire and a famous artist. Now, yes, they may steal your locks of hair without your permission, but just think about it. They could make great art out of it. Give you millions of brushes.
Oh, that's so gross.
It's so beneficial.
Okay, moving on.
all right. So, first off, they never fart.
No
They
stinking.
volunteer with elderly people. So they know they could fart if they wanted, because elderly people do that all the time, but they don't. That's how courteous they are. Okay, so maybe they open mouth kiss their pets, but what are their pets? Maybe a pet rock? We find it funny.
Honestly,
Nice.
I'm gonna go with Jack.
What?
They make a very compelling argument because if the person is courteous, but they do talk about themselves, that doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
You can talk about yourself and not be bad.
yeah.
All right, this guy is pretty much a lover. He loves the 80s and the dogs.
He loves the 80s and dogs.
Yep.
Both of those things I don't.
Okay.
Don't prejudge yet.
They're a good listener.
I like cars.
Good listener.
They're a genie. You ever watch that show, I Dream a Genie? That guy has it pretty good.
That's pretty fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here's two good things you might like. So this one, they always make time for you. You know, no matter what, if you need them, they'll always be there for you. And here's the kicker. You'll never have to work while dating them.
Genie can do that.
I'll get depressed for sure.
Hey,
All right.
I'm sorry.
They're a YouTube celebrity,
Wow.
but they're also a firefighter, so they're hot.
YouTube celebrity.
A hot firefighter that also is a YouTube celebrity. You get that mad dough coming in. Let me tell ya. Woo! All right.
It has a pubic hair fetish.
Oh!
Takes you to couples therapy on the first date.
Okay.
What's bad about mine?
Okay, what's bad about you is that they give you a pet name, and that pet name is Trash Bag. Yo, what up, Trash Bag?
Oh, that's adorable.
I'm PewDiePie.
Yeah, all right. loves dogs and the 80s, but repeats your jokes but louder.
Graham, please make a defense.
What more needs to be said?
Okay.
Okay, come on.
Neil, make a defense.
Rebuttal against that.
Now-
Come on.
Hear me out.
Wait, who is he? Wait, what is it again?
Has a
They're-
pubic hair fetish.
But
Okay.
they're a good listener, and they're a genie. No. Hear me out. Hear me out. They will listen to you, and they're a good listener. You're not gonna run into any of that monkey's paw bullshit with them.
Okay.
That's true. Yeah,
And-
genies are good.
Yeah, this genie, she'll love you, okay? And this one, she can negate with a wish.
I feel like no, that's just her fetish, dude.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. But
It's a quirk.
think about this. It has all of the benefits of this one without the downside of couples therapy on the first date.
Okay.
Hey, there's a stigma against therapy. And there's nothing wrong with therapy. Everybody has therapy. Therapy is good for a lot of people, especially maybe on the first date. Maybe you need it.
That's a terrible first date.
Yeah, it is an awful.
What if it's only on the first date, but then after that it's smooth sailing? This is like their one quirk. They have to make sure that this first date is actually going to go somewhere rather than just another worthless first date.
That's just going on a date.
That's the point of the first date.
Exactly.
No, you go.
But they have an expert to know whether or not you.
Oh,
It's gonna
do
happen.
they not know how they feel?
Literally just like a
But
checklist being like,
let's think about the positives here. In therapy, they will talk about the positives because they will always make time for you. And since you'll never have to work again, that means they're rich. And they probably have to work out a contract with you to be like, how can I make you happy where you don't have to ever work again so you can just play music, hang out with your friends, jam, and you never have to work again.
okay, you might have a nickname for her as well. Maybe like trash. And then you're the trash bag, Jack. Come on. I really don't see an issue with being called trash bag because I get called a lot of things.
I know.
So being a YouTube celebrity and a firefighter, they're a hardworking person. They have two jobs. They're also not only entertaining because they're a YouTube celebrity, they're also helping people out on the way.
I'm going with Austin.
Woo!